Hi friends, welcome back to Nearly Sane Games. I'm Neil, and today we're going to take another look at a Tales of Aria sealed pool. So let's start out with cracking some packs and see what we have to work with. All right. Icy Encounter. Got a Flash, a Lightning Press, yellow, Invigorate, and some Hides. All right. Thump. Thumpity dump dump. All right. Frostfang, a Weave Ice Yellow, a Weave Earth Red, Deep Blue, and an Overflex. All right. Let's see. Deep Blue. All right. Let's see here. Ball Lightning. Like to see those. Explosive Growth, Weave Lightning, and a Buzz Bolt, and Runaways. All right. Chill to the Bone, Chilling Ice Vein, Biting Gale, Exposed to the Elements. All right. Winter's Grasp, and Ragamuffin's Hat. All right. Two more. At least we're getting some equipment this time. Cold Wave, Weave Lightning, a Weave Earth, and another Deep Blue. So much blue, so deep. All right, last pack. Let's take a look and see what we get. Turn Timbers, Summerwood Shelter, and a Dazzling Crescendo Foil. And a Honing Hood. All right. Well, there's our pool. Let's sort it out and see what we've got. All right, let's take a look and see what we have here. Let's start out with Runeblade. Runeblade has a few things here that are not so exciting, and then we have some things that are a little bit exciting, but overall not very exciting. I don't think that we can keep pressure up with this. It'd be nice if we had forms of Go Again that we could potentially fire off these Bramble Sparks, get our arcane damage across with another attack, and then be able to swing the sword for additional arcane damage. We have a little bit that might work with that, but not real excited about it overall. Next up, let's talk a little bit about Oldhim. First off, we got a bunch of auras here. These auras are telegraphing that our next turn's attack is going to be big. I'm not real excited about having a bunch of these, but we have those. We have some defense reactions. Biting Gale seems pretty awful. It is blue, though. I don't think that we really have a good number of blues in our other things that would make Oldhim really worth playing here. We've got our Thumps, got some big Glacial Footsteps, and these will be exciting if we get them going. But I don't know if we have enough fuel to keep them going here. And so that brings me back over to Lexi again. And I don't like our elemental stuff as much as we had last time. Weave Lightning is not real exciting to see. Flash is okay. I do like Lightning Press. And Lightning Surges are okay. Electrify I don't like. We've got one ball lightning. I would really like to see more than that. And some yellow stuff. That's not going to be great. What do we have in Iceland? Polar Blast yet red, so that's not bad. A couple of red icing counters. These could be decent support where we need it. A Winter's Bite blue. That seems pretty awful. Winter's Grasp, maybe the red would be okay. Chill to the Bones. These we might be able to work. Maybe we can work on this. Weave Ice Fang. But maybe we have enough ice, and we've got some pump ups for arrows, which is pretty good. And it looks like we have some decent ice fusion. Dazzling Crescendo is lightning, but here's more ice. Maybe we can make this work. These are lightning, but arrows are arrows. These are mostly yellow and red. So again, we could be kind of on the similar plan where we want to dominate an arrow. And I think the idea here would be that we're going to try to really push the ice element and see if we can't kind of lock down our opponents a little bit with a lot of ice, giving them a lot of frostbite tokens. So let's try that and see what we can make out of that. All right, here we are with Lexi again. Let's see what we can make of this. I don't expect this to go quite as well as last time because our power is much lower. We have to watch out for a lot of 3-power attacks. Dominating those will only leave us sad. No, will only put us in kind of a bad spot. We're not going to be pushing damage through. They can block with 1 card. And so we're going to want to make sure that we're hitting with our 4s and our 5s. And when we're not, we want to make sure that we have a pump available to get us to where we need to be. So I guess to start with this, we're going to load up a Frazzle and swing in for 4. We can fuse, so it'll do 1 extra damage. After that, again, I don't think we're going to Arsenal. Well, I think we can get those cards out. We don't give them go again, and that's going to be kind of against what we want to do. Okay. Twine Ice can get dominate on its own. So there's a possibility that we Arsenal this Lightning Press to give us an Entwine Ice potential to drop that. Well, we're going to need a yellow here to get an arrow across. So I think we can flake out. If it's fused, it gets dominate, which we're already going to have. Well, that'll work out okay. So we'll pitch our Lightning Press. We'll load up Flake Out and give it +1 because we're going to fire it off here, and then we're going to fuse it with Ice, and that will give us Dominate. So we're coming in with 5 with Dominate. That's okay. Each hand is going to be a challenge here. Yeah, we're just going to draw back up. All right, red frazzle. And a weave ice. All right, well, we can give something dominate, but I think we're going to give it dominate anyway. Well, we could do entwine ice and then give it dominate. Entwine ice costs us 1. Yeah, so we can weave ice, giving our next attack +2, and then fire over entwine ice, actually pitching our frazzles for later, and entwining it with ice to give it dominate. So 5, 6, 7 dominate. That's a pretty solid hit there. And we didn't even use our bow. But we want to keep doing that. There's an overflex. All right. So overflex would cost us 1. And I think that's okay. So we'll pitch that, allowing us to do our overflex, giving our next attack +2. Put flake out into dominate zone and fire that off 5, 6, 7 with dominate. Very good. 7 with dominate is a really good place to be. I'm be happy with 5 with dominate, but anything above that we can get is really nice. Okay, so we got a bunch of ice. We got our buzz bolt, which we can't fuse, which still want to do this. What does this give us if it's fused? I'll give a frostbite token if it hits. I think we might want to try to do that, and we will pitch 2 red to load and fire our arrow, and then we can ice fuse it and potentially give them a frostbite token. That's not bad. Do we want to arsenal icy encounter? No. Icy encounter is not what we want to do. Ball lightning, on the other hand, could potentially do some things. But I think we need that for a chilling ice vein. So yep, again, we'll send over a dominated arrow. We can ice fuse it, sure. And if it deals damage, then discard a card unless they pay 1. So that's a decent on-hit effect. Let's keep going here. Chill to the bone. Next elemental attack, 2 frostbites. Well, I really would like that to be with a fused card. These Frostfang, I'd rather send over. See, now we're in a bad spot. This is going to be sending over an icy encounter. I think we're going to pitch a dazzling crescendo, send over an icy encounter for 6, and that's kind of where we're at. Don't have a lot of good options to do with that. We don't have a good dominated arrow. Even if we did dominate this, we'd only be coming in for 3, and that's easily blocked. So we don't want to do that. So coming in for 6, hoping that we get some damage, that's probably not going to go well. All right, now we've got a lot of chilling here. And I think this will work out very nicely because we're going to drop that, load up our chilling ice vein with dominate. We're going to give it 3 frostbite tokens if we hit, and we'll fire that off. We're coming in for 5, probably going to hit. We can also fuse it because we're holding an ice. A lot of ice going on here. I think that they're probably just going to take next turn off. They have to discard a card unless they pay 1, and they have to deal with 5 dominate. A lot of things going on there. And an Overflex, another Chilling Ice Wing. Exposed to the Elements, this is a card that just doesn't do anything in limited, so it's going to be a blue pitch. But blue pitch is, yeah, we're gonna make this work. So blue pitch, load up with dominate, pay for our Overflex, giving us +4, firing this for 7, dominated and fused. Yeah, you're gonna take some damage there. So this turned out to be pretty okay. I said that too soon. Now what have we got? We've got nothing. We've got a Polar Blast, that an Overflex that would be good in our arsenal. Got a Frostfang. I think we're just going to send over the Frostfang, hope for the best. I think Polar Blast in our arsenal is going to be okay. It only costs 1. It's got a pretty decent effect. We're going to redraw, and we're going to give him a Frostbite token out of that. So that's going to work out pretty good. Hopefully we get an arrow for this Overflex. There's an arrow. There's a Buzzbolt. And we got lightning. All right. So we could potentially go again here. We're going to start with flipping this over with Lexi's ability to give you a Frostbite token. Then we're going to play this and have you pay 3, and if you don't, the next card gets dominate. And we draw a card because it was given from the arsenal. Now this gives us, having this come from the arsenal, oh, we have to pay for that. We will probably pay with this blue Buzzbolt. And now this gives us options. Since we haven't loaded yet, if they let us have dominate, then we can give our next attack +1. And if they don't give us dominate, we can still do our attack +1. So we have 2 floating, and that will let us load and fire. And we can, well, with Dazzling Crescendo cost 0, look at all this that we can do. First off, we're going to Weave Lightning and give our next attack +3. We're going to load our Dazzling Crescendo. We have 1 floating. We're going to use our 1 floating for Overflex. And look at this. We're going to fire our Dazzling Crescendo for 0. We're going to fuse it with our Lightning. It's going to come in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, dominated. Very good. Yeah. We don't want to put Lightning Flex into our arsenal because then we can't get it out next turn. But that worked way better than I thought it was going to. We'll do a couple more rounds here. We can do a Frazzle. It's a 5 attack. We'll dominate that. If it's fused, which we will fuse it, it'll get +1 damage. That'll be nice. And then we can throw another +2 damage on it. So 5, 6, 7 dominate, +1 if it hits. And we'll do 1 final hand here. There's our Ball Lightning, but yeah, our Buzzbolts will give us +1. This lets us go wide. So we can pitch out the Ball Lightning first. We can use our 2 for resources there to load and fire with Dominate. 5 coming in, it's not fused, but we do get the +1 off of Ball Lightning if it hits, and it's coming in dominated. That's going to be at least a few points of damage that we're going to get through here. So that worked out better than I thought it was going to. We had a good number of pump effects, and that kind of got us through. We had a little bit of mix of lightning, but mostly ice, and I think that would have put a lot of taxing effects on our opponent, and hopefully that would be enough to get us where we need to be. All right, till next time.